Coming up on this week's Chewing the Cud, I'm talking about a new gender euphoric album.
And I'm bringing you a food-themed collection of notable news stories.
I have concerns already, but never mind. Let's get this show on the road. Welcome to Chewing the Cud with me, River Scott, and my co-host, the delightful Mike Benyon-Rowe. Hello, Mike. How are you doing?
Delightful. What are you after?
If I tell you, it won't be a surprise.
Concerning. We are bringing you all the showbiz news you could possibly need, as well as some fun news stories as well.
Indeed we are. So, Mike, food-related things. Gimme.
No, not actual food.
Oh.
Not feeding you.
Boo.
It's like getting you wet or feeding you.
Excuse me?
Or exposing you to sunlight.
Oh, I see. Gremlins.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to prison?
Why do you ask?
That's not a no, I've noticed. And going for visits don't count. So this is a Australian prisoner who has sued the penal system.
Penal system.
Penal
Okay.
system.
Yep.
Yeah. For his human rights.
Right.
Right, in Australia, because they have stopped serving Vegemite.
Okay.
Right.
There it is.
There it is. So what they've said is that basically he wants access to Vegemite and he believes he should be allowed to have it as his human right, food, and then withdrawing it is breaching his human rights.
Okay.
Why do you think the prison has removed Vegemite?
Because it's horrible and no one else likes the taste.
Delicious.
All right.
For a start. It's
Okay.
delicious.
All right. Fine. Because it's expensive. Because it's easily used for some nefarious purpose.
So the prison system are believing that people are brewing alcohol from it because
Right.
it's a yeast extract.
Of course. Yeah. It's in the same way that it comes from the brewing process in the first place.
Exactly. What they fail to recognise is how it actually kills the yeast. It's dead yeast you're eating. But still, that was their concern, so they pulled it off. So Andrew McKenney, who's 54, is serving a life imprisonment for a 1994 murder, is saying that the removal of Vegemite is preventing him from enjoying his Australian culture.
Right. Well, he's in prison. He's not supposed to be enjoying his Australian culture. Is that the point?
Yeah. That's the argument that's had.
But then at the same time, I suppose... No, I can't think of I'm trying to play devil's avocado on that one, and I can't think of a reason why he should be allowed it.
So it's because under Victoria's Charter for Human Rights and Responsibilities Act...
All right, what's she got to say about it?
It's under the idea of adequate food.
Right.
Right, so it's using a loophole that adequate food and cultural expression is still allowed in prison.
Okay.
Right? And so because they've done that and taken it away, they've restricted his access.
I mean, that's like saying, you could argue that as an English person, my cultural expression and adequate food would be a full English breakfast every day if I was in prison, and I feel like that wouldn't be allowed either. Maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't know. I've not been in prison.
No.
But they've also said that apart from it being a yeast-based product, it also interferes with the ability of sniffer dogs.
Right.
Because of the strong smell. So that's another reason why they've banned it. And it's interesting that this gentleman who's in prison wants to use this product so badly that he's willing to sue for it. I'm not one suggesting that he's trying to cover up drugs.
I mean, he's absolutely, definitely got a lot of time on his hands, so
100%.
why not? It'll give him something to do.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on, how do you feel about spiders?
I'd rather talk about Vegemite some more.
Okay, how do you feel about spiders, though? Cute little spiders.
It's weird, when you see it written down, it looks like it should be pronounced Vegemite.
No, I'm not talking about Vegemite anymore.
No, I am, because I don't want to talk about spiders.
We're talking about spidders.
All right, fine.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan, in case that wasn't obvious. That feels like underselling it a little bit. I'm not a fan.
Okay, there's a thing on TikTok where they've got the tiny spiders, right, that are very small, very cute, and she's put voices to them, and she's like, says, "Oh no, that's my hat," and stuff.
Absolutely not.
They're very cute. They've got googly eyes.
Oh,
but this is a story about the 110,000 spider superweb that they found inside a surfer's cave. There it is. All them lovely spiders.
Where is this?
Huh?
Where is this?
You don't want to know. Scientists have found a 1,140 square foot spider cave. Okay, home to around about 110,000 spiders from two different
Did they walk
species.
outside and then just block up the entrance and go, absolutely no thanks, I'm never going back in
No,
there
they
again.
didn't.
Let's just walk away and pretend we didn't see it.
No.
Right.
They've got the common house spider is in there.
Okay.
Right, and then
Surely it's more of a cave spider at that point.
but it's called the common house spider.
All right.
Yeah. And a smaller species called a Perigone vangus, which is a smaller one that's normally preyed on by the house spider, but it isn't been.
That's nice.
Which is quite living in harmony.
Yeah.
Nice little ecosystem. They're normally solitary and aggressive, so this is really unusual for them to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, very exciting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you actually want to know where they are? If I told you could get there in an hour and a half.
Fine.
Actually,
Where is it?
closer to 4 hours.
Where is it?
Greece.
All right. So it's
on an island
not
in
like
Greece.
it's just down the road.
No, which
I
is
mean,
what you were
all right,
thinking
I'll just
about.
not go to Greece ever again. That's fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can live with that.
Yeah, because of course it's on an island, so it's not going to be able to.
Oh yeah. Okay. Even better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just not go to a Greek island.
But which one? I haven't said.
Any of them. I can avoid all of the Greek islands.
Never
It's
go
a
to
fairly
Greece.
large planet. I can get by not going to any of them. It's not like, oh, it's in your local Sainsbury's Metro, Sainsbury's Express or whatever it's called. I'm like,
Which is what I was implying. Just to.
yeah, you just like winding me up. I don't like spiders.
You see, I've got this overwhelming urge to get a stick and poke it, knowing very well what will happen. Just, they'll running out, probably hissing. We've seen Arachnophobia, right? The movie.
Yes, that's one of the many reasons I don't like spiders, because I saw that film at a very formative age, and it's kind of
You just need a nail gun.
upset me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean.
Yes.
So if you think like that gentleman
He's
there.
just standing there. He just looks like he's like, well, is there something?
Well, that's me
special?
dead.
Yeah.
Well, I'm dead.
Is there something special about this one cave then? Do they know why there's so many spiders in it? And
Low rent.
all right, I mean,
Yeah.
Greek islands, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's a
Transport links probably aren't very good.
yeah, but low rent,
Wi-Fi's a bit iffy.
easy access to shops. Yeah, lots of strangers wandering into a cave. Num num num, delicious.
And I probably don't want to know the answer to this, but if they're not feeding on each other, what are they eating? Because there must be a abundant food source to have that many
Surfers.
spiders. Surfers.
Surfers coming into the cave, going, "Oh, this is a cave." Num num num.
I mean,
But yeah, so yeah, surfers going into the cave, being eaten by spiders. So moving on from spiders eating people.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. That's my night terrors sorted for the week.
That's good. Only the week. Let's see if we can make that a month, shall we? Have you ever eaten something and gone, you know what, I could eat that again? I really like that. Num 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 num.
Yes.
Okay, what was it?
A really nice bit of cake. A good steak.
Good steak.
Good steak.
Good steak. And you go, oh, I could eat that again.
Yeah,
Right.
that were nice. Yeah.
Have you ever eaten anything and been surprised by oh, that's nice, I'll have that again?
Yeah, like there's some kind of, like something that you think, oh, that's not going to be nice, and then you eat it and you're like, actually, no, yeah, that was delicious. Yeah, yeah.
What
that kind of
was
thing.
it?
I'm trying to think. Something daft. It'll be like something that you wouldn't think would go well together.
Okay. Like chocolate and cheese.
Yeah, I had a dark chocolate and blue cheese cocktail once.
Delicious.
It was revolting, but it was only revolting to start with. After you kind of like adjust mental gears, I was like, actually, no, this is really nice. I want another one. And yeah, it was weird, but this was in a very expensive cocktail bar, and I couldn't afford another one, and it was probably for the best
Yeah.
because, yeah.
Also very
Anyway,
strong, yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is a gentleman called Nico Clou, or Clou. It's a French name, not good with that, who's basically talked about the first time he's tried something and gone, oh, that's delicious, was when he was working in a morgue. There he is. And he's talking about the first time where he tasted human flesh, and is now a self-confessed cannibal. He started working as a morgue attendant in the early 1990s and developed an obsession with death and blood. He's admitted to drinking blood taken from blood bags, cutting small strips of tissues from corpses and eating them, sometimes raw, sometimes cooked. And described the effect similar as a drug high. So when he no, someone's toe off, like, oh, I feel a bit, woo, party.
Why is he? Why?
Why is he admitting this, or why is he doing it?
Yeah.
'Cause
Why
if
is
we
he
know-
admitting this? And why is he doing it so publicly? And also, why is he eating people? Jesus Christ!
He did it by accident to start with.
Tripped and fell, did he?
Yeah, nom. He yawned, and the corpse jumped into his mouth.
It makes me. But then thinking about it, I'm like, we're saying that, like, I eat meat, I eat steak and stuff like that. They're really like from a dispassionate, logical point of view. I suppose there's no real difference between eating a beef steak and a chunk of human flesh.
Well, only the thing is that one of those is illegal.
Yeah, but
So-
that's a legal issue. It's not a moral or a kind of logical one.
Okay. Well, the whole point is that because the people haven't given consent for him to eat them, right? Which
Unlike
is-
cows who
which is-
jump willingly into those grinders.
They do indeed. We've not seen them. Yay!
Somersaults.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So yeah, to eat human flesh, the person has to consent to you eating that human flesh.
Right, and that makes
Right.
it legal,
And
does
that
it?
makes it legal.
Okay.
Right. He didn't. He was just stealing fleshes.
off
To
of
the
bodies.
point where he was also he was convicted of murder in 1994,
All right, so
and has also had and that sentence has been linked to the desecration of graves and corpses.
thanks for that, Mike.
You are welcome. Bit peckish. What are you bringing us after the break, River?
Well, I'm going to be feeling a little bit sick for the next couple of hours, but other than that, I'm going to be talking about an upcoming album that promises gender-based joy. So, if you've not left us already, please stay right there.
Welcome back to Chewing the Cud. Now, River, gender-based joy, you say?
Yes, that's me. I am the embodiment of, well, non-gender-based joy, really.
Okay.
As a non-binary person, I'm beyond your gender, but I am quite joyful about it.
About being beyond my gender.
Yes, but it's about being beyond gender anyway. Your
Okay.
concept of gender.
My concept of gender, or how I identify a gender?
Yes.
Okay.
And just beyond. Anyway,
Anyway.
yes, queerest album yet, filled with gender euphoria.
Okay. That's a song by Levine, isn't it?
That was just Euphoria.
Oh, okay.
Good song though. From Sam Smith, but let's not focus on that bit too much.
Don't like Sam Smith, do you?
I'm not a big fan. No,
Why?
I don't know. There's just.
Is it just an instant dislike of a person just because they exist?
I mean, that's part of it certainly, and also they just seem really miserable and a bit whiny. And I'm just like, you're the most famous non-binary person probably in the world, and this is what people think non-binary is, and it's like,
Just miserable.
yeah,
Yeah.
whiny. But maybe all that's changing since they're bringing out their queerest album yet, filled with queer joy, liberation, gender euphoria, body confidence, the messy and fun parts of queer life. Oh well.
I mean, they are very good at expressing their body confidence. I have to give them that.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
prop.
I mean, I'm sure if I had a stylist and a dresser and God knows what else, I'd be much better at. I mean, I do all right, but I do what I can with ASOS and Temu. But yeah, I mean, good for them.
Yeah, but also they're no longer apologetic about their body shape,
Good, yeah, good.
which I think
Yeah.
is a good message. So
Yeah.
yes, sometimes they're a bit,
Whiny and miserable.
but then they're also giving a great positive role model of, look, you can be a larger person or a smaller person. It doesn't matter what you look like. You're in your body, enjoy it and be confident about it, which I think is a really powerful message.
Yeah, I agree. I just
You
feel
still
like,
want to hurt them.
I just feel like that message feels a little bit inauthentic when it comes from someone who has a team of people who are helping them look like that, so they feel like that. Like, it's a little bit different when like you're in the shops down the high street, and there's no gender neutral section. You've got men's and you've got women's and stuff like that. Sam Smith doesn't have to deal with that.
No.
Still, it's good that they're out there and being visible and being like unapologetically themselves and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's nice that Sam Smith is a thing, because it shows queer people everywhere that there's no pressure to be interesting. You can just be really boring and still be queer.
Like that. You can just be whiny. It's
Yeah,
not
you could be a whiny, miserable little
a person.
Herbert, and and still be just as authentically non-binary as the rest of us who are having a lot of fun and enjoying ourselves.
Okay.
Anyway, at least it's not more ballads and that kind of like stay with me kind of wibbly stuff from like early on.
I like the fact that they've redone the wibbly ballads and stuff and made that
a lot more
authentic for them. No, as in, so they've changed some of the lyrics from things like "I'm just a man" to "Baby understand" and "Stay with me" and stuff. So I like the fact they've gone back and said, you know what, I need to be. That's me. I need to make it more relevant to me.
Yeah,
I like that.
And that's nice. It's nice. And yes, I probably give Sam Smith more stick than they deserve.
But at the same time, you're not going to stop.
Yeah. You know, it just, yeah. Anyway, should we move on?
Yes.
All right. Bella Ramsey then. She's got pronouns.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's in a new LGBTQ plus drama.
Okay. Who is she?
Yeah, okay. She was in The Last of Us.
Okay.
You watched that?
I didn't,
played
but I'm aware of it.
Yeah. Yeah, so she is now using she, they pronouns, which is nice.
Nice.
Yeah, good for them. What's that splodge on her face?
Oh, it's one of these things. So, remember when you used to get spots in your youth?
No.
Yeah, you do. Right? And you used to just have a spot.
Yeah.
Now what people do is they put stickers over the top of them so you can't see the spot.
Okay.
But you see a bright yellow star.
But at least
love
that like,
heart.
looks a bit nicer than
It's
a
a
manky
spot.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
You know that underneath it is a...
You'd think that they'd have taken that photo on a day where they didn't have a spot, but all right, never mind. Look, maybe it was school photo day. You don't get to choose when school photo day is, do you?
School photo day.
Why does it matter? It's because she's young and she's choosing to use non-traditional pronouns, which is nice. Good for them. And she's starring in a new queer-themed indie drama. Always very exciting. We like more of those.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's good that young people are feeling confident in being non-binary and all that kind of thing, and generally being accepted and visible and all of that. It's very good to be having these things.
It is very good because when you think about the people that talk about, you know, the non-binary and trans problems that don't exist. So I'm doing this. They are always old white people.
Not always white, like,
Okay.
but old people, certainly.
Yeah. And so having younger faces come through and say, no, you're wrong and you'll die soon, it's helpful. It's like when we talk about the Farages of this world, right? He's in his 60s. Right?
It's depressing to think that
20
there's
years
plural.
max.
It's depressing to think plural, that there's more than one of him. One is more than enough.
No, but that type of person. Yeah. But anyway.
And it's nice to see stuff like this getting to mainstream TV. People like them, getting on mainstream TV and like being celebrities in their own right, not just because they happen to be trans or non-binary.
Yes.
And yeah, it's good. It's nice to see, and I like them a lot more than Sam Smith. So there's that.
Because you've not heard that. They may be really whiny.
I've had a lot. Yeah, I know a lot less about Bella than I do about Sam, but that's one of the reasons I like her.
Okay.
So we've had two genderless or gender transcending stories so far. Would you like another one?
Why not?
I'm glad you said that, because if you'd said no, it would have got awkward. Right. So then, as well as those, coming up in our third story, more genderless joy, with Billy Porter.
Love Billy Porter.
Yeah. Billy Porter's fantastic.
3 reasons. Amazing singer, amazing actor, and a little bit of a daddy.
And a diva.
I don't know, less of a.
I mean, look at that. Delightful. And that waist as well. I hope that when I'm his age, I have that waist, because...
I wish I was at that waist now. I don't have to wait.
Yeah, that's true. And that jawline. Oh, just...
What I absolutely love is
gorgeous.
That, the gay T-Rex pose, I call it.
So yeah, he's got a new fashion collab line coming out. I know.
Okay.
Yeah, with Georgia Asda. No, that'd be nice, but no. It's all genderless tailoring.
Nice.
I mean, that's going to get really mucky really quickly, isn't it? That whatever that is.
Well, I think if you can afford this outfit, you're not walking anywhere.
You just stand there. You just
You
stand
have
like that
people
for a while.
to carry the train for you,
Yeah.
like pages at a wedding, right? And then you just stand there looking fabulous.
This is nice. Although I feel like those sleeves would get a bit in my way. I pull my sleeves up anyway because I don't like having things like that. And I feel they would be particularly. You couldn't sit at your desk and type with those. They'd just get in the way all the time. You'd end up with them in your tea, or like dipped in your beans or something if you're trying to have dinner.
That
That's
looks
cool.
fun.
I like that.
That would be fun on a windy day.
Yes, although I kind of want this to be structured and to stay like that even if the wind's not blowing. Clearly that's just been thrown by someone out of shot.
Yeah.
Whereas I want it to stay like that, like with like some kind of like rods to hold it up
Yeah.
so that everywhere I went it looked like that.
No, I'd want to walk down a busy high street with a headwind, just so it flows out behind me. And then I went, yes, I am that person, move out of my way.
As you blind the old lady standing behind you as it whips her in the face.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, we are going for dramatic silhouettes,
Okay.
queer designers, genderless tailoring, and inclusive sizing. Always nice.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
This sounds awful. I would expect no less from Billy Porter.
You would, of course, yeah. And of course, ballroom culture inspired designs and stuff like that, because of course, and it's beautiful and gorgeous. And
That's what this is giving me. This is giving me Paris is Burning when they're at the ball and they've got the person under the fans and the silk shirt voguing.
All of that kind of, yeah, love it.
Absolutely beautiful.
It's got, I can really see this in a 80s style, like dry ice, like dramatic curtains flowing, big hair, rendition of
Meatloaf, I will do anything for love with that whole
or Total Eclipse of the Heart, something like that, absolutely. But that's all we have from the show this week. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you all soon.